My daughter's wedding should have been a joyful occasion, but instead, it's become a battleground. She's planning to invite the very family members who caused me years of pain. Now I'm questioning everything. Will this wedding tear us apart? My daughter Saria is 28, and she got engaged to her fiancé Mike last December. Originally, she wanted to wait a couple of years before tying the knot, but Mike and I encouraged her to do it this fall. She agreed, and yeah, she seems excited. Or at least she did. Here's where things start to get complicated. My husband, Saria's dad, passed away from cancer when she was 19. He and I were married for nearly 20 years, and honestly, his side of the family and I, we never saw eye to eye. From the very beginning, there were cold stares, petty comments, and obvious favoritism toward my brother-in-law's kids over mine. And let me not even start on his aunt, my mother-in-law's sister. That woman could make ice feel warm. So after my husband passed, I pretty much cut ties with that whole side. We've only crossed paths a few times since, and even then, it was polite hellos and quick exits. But Saria? She's always been the one trying to hold on to that paternal connection. Even if I don't get it, she seems to feel some kind of loyalty there. So now she's planning a Catholic wedding, right? And during a talk about the wedding rituals, she mentioned wanting her grandparents, yes, my late husband's parents, to be the godparents for the Ara ceremony, and Mike's grandmother as her matron of honor. She even wants to invite her great aunt, yes, that one, her great-grandmother, and all the cousins from that side. Naturally, I wasn't thrilled. At all. I stayed calm. Well, I waited a few days. And then I asked her to consider replacing those godparents with some of my nephews. You know, her cousins. People who've actually been there for her. I tried a gentle approach, suggested couples closer to her age might make more sense. She didn't like the idea at first, but eventually said she'd think about it. Then I found out something that really surprised me. She doesn't want her brother Demian to walk her down the aisle. She says she'd rather have her grandfather do it, or walk alone. And for the father-daughter dance, she'll do it with Demian, but she doesn't seem too enthusiastic about it. Apparently her relationship with him isn't what it used to be. If it were up to me, I'd only let her invite her grandparents and cousins from my side. I just can't understand why she's bending over backward to include the very people who treated me like I didn't belong in my own family for 2 decades, especially for a Catholic wedding where symbolism matters so much. But here I am, planning to have another talk with her. I still hope I can convince her to rethink and add her maternal cousins instead. So, Aida for wanting to leave my daughter's grandparents and their whole side of the family out of her wedding?